Alright, welcome back to the Standard Peasant event. This is round one. I am playing against Dewey Utah. I am playing a mono black deck. He is playing, looks like a mono red deck. I lost game one, and here we go for game two. Let's take a look at my opener here. And have a one lander with the Haunted Fingraph. Going to go ahead and send that back. Here we've got a three lander. That's going to be much better. We'll go ahead and keep this. Some Doomblades to get rid of his early draws, and a Vampire Nighthawk, which will probably get removed. I may try to hold on to this as long as I can, just to see if I can get additional value out of it. So no turn one play again. Draw One-Eyed Scarecrow. Not particularly great in this matchup, but I threw it in mostly just to have another blocker. A 2-3 for 3 is pretty good. It's a little harder to remove, and yeah, certainly just trying to keep myself alive with more creatures. So let's see, he also doesn't have a turn 2 play, which is definitely good for me. I'm going to go ahead and just play out the Scarecrow here, get a nice blocker on the board, help keep me alive, and he's definitely off to a slower start. Does find a Krinko's Command, which he'll go ahead and play. And pass it back. Little land heavy now, wouldn't mind not drawing a land, but I'm going to go ahead and just play the Vampire Nighthawk. Holding on to this Haunted Fingraph, most likely he'll just burn this out, but I should be able to Haunted Fingraph it back and get some value out of it, hopefully. So let's see what he's got here. He's got a Gutter Snipe. Interesting. Okay, let's see if he's able to do anything with that, and he is not. Interesting uncommon to play, obviously pretty decent in a deck that's got a lot of burn, but I will be removing that at my earliest opportunity. So I do draw into the Haunted Fingraph, which I'm going to go ahead and drop here, but not before getting rid of the Gutter Snipe. And we will go ahead and hit with the Vampire, see if he wants to do anything about it. I don't think there's a 1-mana burn spell, so I should be getting in here. Nice little boost. Go ahead and drop the Haunted Fingraph and pass the turn back, leaving Doomblade up. And he does have the Thunderbolt to go ahead and take out the Vampire Nighthawk. And that's all he's going to do there. Draw into a Bloodhunter Bat. Have a couple options here. I could go ahead and use the Haunted Fingraph to guarantee that I get this back, since this is at random. But I'd much rather just go ahead and cast the Bloodhunter Bat here. And that way, once again, I can leave. Oop, I should have left Doomblade up. That was definitely a mistake on my part. So puts me up to 24. See what my opponent's able to do here. Yeah, and so he uses Shock to take this out. Now I'm not guaranteed to get the Nighthawk back, but of course getting the Bloodhunter Bat is pretty good as well. So I don't think, and he has a Brimstone Volley as well. That's pretty nice. But I've got a pretty healthy life total at this point. So draw into another land, which isn't great, but it does allow me to go ahead and use the first Haunted Fingraph, and I do fortunately go ahead and get the Nighthawk back, which I will go ahead and immediately play and pass the turn back. So now let's see what my opponent, he's going to go ahead and swing in here with the Goblin tokens. I'll block with the Scarecrow, but I'm not going to block with the Vampire Nighthawk. Okay, he does have Dynacharge to go ahead and give this +2/+0, basically making it a 1 for half or so. I mean, he spent a card to get rid of my card, but he also gave up a half of his card, so I'm pretty happy with that exchange. And then he does have a Thunderbolt to go ahead and finish off the Vampire Nighthawk. So let's see what I can do here. Draw into a Bloodhunter Bat. I'm just going to go ahead and play that. And again, leave Doomblade up. Gives me a nice blocker. See if my opponent's able to remove it. He has 6 lands now, so that's definitely good for me. I am going to go ahead and block here. Don't see the whole lot of reason not to. He just threw it in there. I'm certainly fine with that. And he has a Brimstone Volley. Oh, okay, so we did get some value out of killing it. He's able to do an additional 2 damage. Alright, so back on my turn, we're going to go ahead and pop this Haunted Fingraph, get the Bloodhunter Bat back, which is fine. Obviously, I would have preferred the Nighthawk, I think, but the Bat is pretty good. My opponent just draws and says go. We're going to go ahead and get the Bloodhunter out, dropping my opponent down to 10, and continue to beat down with these bats. See what my opponent's, he's got an Annihilating Fire. Alright, so that's gone. But still got a bat on the board, and he has a Shock to take that out. Okay, well, he's doing pretty well for himself, and a Brimstone Volley to follow that up, dropping me to 12, but also running him out of cards. Fortunately for me, this Vampire Nighthawk's going to do some work. If I can get in with it at all, I'll be able to, start hitting him down. So let's see what he drew into. Drew into a Gutter Snipe, which I will just immediately kill. Oh, I guess I'll wait, and I can use Stab Wound. There's no sense using my instant speed if I don't have to. And swing in with the Vampire Nighthawk, and now I am in really good shape. He's top decking. Oh, and he drew yet another land. Definitely not good for him. And I draw Corrupt on that to go ahead and end the match. So I will just play that out. And that will be the end of that. So that was game 2. I'll be back in a minute with game 3.